Good morning, my children, and once again, welcome back to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob. For today, my children, we're going to continue with our review of all the vocabulary that we have been practicing. And remember, this vocabulary, we are going to associate it with the letters of the alphabet. Before we commence with this, and speaking about letters of the alphabet, the last letter we saw yesterday was the letter for Queen. Now remember, Queen, as in the case of the king, both of them are rulers of a country or a state. And the queen, as in the case of the king, both of them, they wear crowns on top of their heads. Crowns that contains beautiful stones known as diamonds. Okay? Now, the queen is an object that uses capital and small q. Remember the word queen in Spanish, una reina. Una reina, al igual que un rey, son personas que gobiernan un país o un estado, una parte del mundo. Y las reinas, al igual que los reyes, utilizan coronas que los identifican como tales. Estas coronas tienen preciosas piedritas llamadas diamantes. ¿Ok? Y lo más importante, Queen, reina, uses capital Q. Utiliza capital Q y también small q. Now, names of people that use this letter are Quetzali. El nombre de Quetzali es un nombre que empieza con la letra Q, capital Q, small q. Okay? Very good. Now, the activity of today is part of your teddy book. And if you want to work along with the teacher Jacob, you have 5 seconds to pick up your book and your pencil case so we can work together. Para el día de hoy, chicos, nuestra actividad se encuentra en su teddy book, así es que si ustedes quieren trabajar junto con el teachercito Jacob, ya saben las instrucciones. Tienen 5 segundos para ir por su libro y su estuchera. I start counting, empiezo a contar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start counting. Let's start working. I'm sorry. Now the activity of today appears right here, page 171. 171. And as you can see here, we have 9 objects in total. Remember, the teacher Jacob works on the whiteboard so you can appreciate the results better. So as I mentioned, we have 9 objects in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, under each one of the objects, we have 3 letters. Debajo de cada uno de los objetos, tenemos 3 letras. Here, we have 1 letter, 2, 3 letters. Under this object, 1 letter, 2 letters, 3 letters. Debajo de cada objeto tenemos 3 letras. Only one of those letters belongs to the object. Solo una de esas 3 letras pertenece al objeto que tenemos en la parte de arriba. Okay? For example, if we have this object right here, okay, si tenemos este objeto aquí, do you know what it is? It's a lemon. Now imagine we have the following letters. Imaginen que tenemos las siguientes letras para lemon. Which one of these 3 letters, cuáles de estas 3 letras ustedes creen que empieza la palabra lemon? Y ya lo habíamos trabajado en nuestro teddy book. Remember, lemon begins with the capital L. So this is the letter that we have to circle. Esa va a ser la letra que vamos a circular. That's the correct letter for lemon. Okay? That's an example of how to solve the activity of today. So, for this, if you want to circle the correct letter with a pencil or a color, there is no problem. You can use whatever you want. Ustedes para esta actividad quieren utilizar un color, una crayola, un lápiz para encerrar la palabra, la letra correcta. Pueden utilizar lo que ustedes gusten. Let's begin. So, the first object of the activity, right here. What is it, first of all? Do you know what is it? But remember in English. ¿Ustedes recuerdan cómo se llamaba este objeto en inglés? Ice cream. Very good. Now the word ice cream, and that is the clue. Ice cream begins with what letter? ¿Con qué letra va a empezar? Ice cream. I, N, or V, which is a letter we haven't seen. So with I or N. Letter I, because that's the clue. Ice cream. So this is the correct letter we have to circle. Let's continue with the second object. First of all, what is it? ¿Qué es? Juice. Very good. Orange juice. Or it could be all type of fruit that we associated through this juice. Orange juice, apple juice, strawberry juice, but the most common is orange. So, juice begins with the letter N, J, or M. Letter J, very good, because listen to the pronunciation. J of juice. Let's continue with the third object of the first row. So this right here, a part of the three, in English we know it as log, in Spanish tronco. So for the log, listen to the sound of it, log. What letter do we use? L, R, or S? L of log. Very good. Let's continue with the second row of objects. And we commence with this right here. Do you remember what is it? It's an object that we use to unlock a door. Okay, that's the name in Spanish, but in English. Key. Very good. So, for the key, what letter do we use? K, P, or Q? K, very good. Because for Q, we only saw, únicamente vimos queen and not key. For key, we saw capital K. Very good. Let's continue with this subject right here. What is it? Moon. Excellent. Very good. Now, the letter for moon. Letter S, letter T, or letter M of moon. What letter do we use? Letter M. Very good. Excellent. Then we have a vegetable. Now, do you remember the name for this vegetable? onion. Excellent. Now for onion, what letter do we use? Letter B, letter T, or letter O? Letter O or onion. Very good. Remember, other objects with the letter O, we have the owl, a bird that appears at night. Okay? Excellent. Let's continue with the final row of objects, starting with this object right here. Now, also, don't forget to review the name of the fingers right now that we are speaking about this subject. Name of fingers beginning with thumb, index finger, middle finger, the tallest of all, el más alto de todos, middle finger, ring finger, because here we put the accessory called ring, aquí ponemos los anillos, and finally little finger. So, this hand, a part of the body, very good. Now, letters for hand. Letter H, letter L, or letter U, which is a letter we haven't seen so far. Está entre estas dos, porque esta todavía no la platicamos. H or L. Letter H, very good. So we have letter H for hand. Second object of the final row, what is it? Ball, very good. Now the word ball begins with the letter C, the letter B, or the letter H. The letter B for ball. Very good. It's the second letter of the alphabet. Other objects with the letter B, we had bear, we have balloon. And finally, the last object of today's activity, a pet. The object that begins to animals of pets. Okay, the dog. Very good. Now, for dog, we have letters D, A, or G. What letter do you think we use for dog? Letter D of dog. Excellent. And that's it. We have finished with the activity of today. You know, that's why it's important to check not just the letters of the alphabet, but also paying attention to the objects that we associate with these letters. Por eso, chicos, es importante que aparte de repasar, trabajar y estudiar con nuestras letras del abecedario, también es importante que repasemos los objetos que asociamos, que utilizamos con estas letras, porque van de la mano. Va de la mano de las letras del abecedario con los objetos, ¿ok? Van de la mano, van juntos. Por eso cuando ustedes repasen las letras, también repasen todo el vocabulario que hemos visto para que no se nos dificulte el hacer estos ejercicios. ¿Ok? Very good. So, that's it for today, my children. Teacher Jacob is very happy to see my beautiful students of Kinder 2. We continue tomorrow with more activities, more exercises, and more reviews. Have an excellent afternoon. Take care. Goodbye.